Let's go to TU Munich today. Hi everyone, I'm Priyanka and today I'm at Technical University Munich, which is the top university in Germany. We are going to ask a student here about studying in TUM, the life as a student here, as an Indian here. What is the cost of studying here?
Hi, my name is Rasleen Grover. I am 23 years old and I'm doing my masters at TUM.
So, would you give us a tour of your university today?
Yes, sure.
Let's go inside TUM and check out their campus and also get to know more about it. ये बिल्डिंग में क्या होता है?
This building is for environmental engineering. अंदर lab है, research चल रही है. There are few study places as well where students can study for almost like till night.
Nice.
Yeah.
And ये पीछे तुम्हें बिल्डिंग से उतर के रास्ता क्रॉस करने की जरूरत नहीं, लाइक यू जस्ट हैव अ क्रॉसिंग बिटवीन टू बिल्डिंग्स, सो दैट्स हाउ यू सेव टाइम एज अ स्टूडेंट.
Everything is connected here.
Nice. So this is also TUM building, and what do we do here?
So inside there is a library, there is study room, cafe, and there is management building.
Let's check that. You see this connectivity everywhere here.
Building is connected to that building.
Yeah.
And
Oh, it's a bridge. All the buildings here are connected to each other. And which building do you study?
that building.
So this is the hall where they host TUM speaker series. And Celine says that परसों कौन आए थे speaker के लिए?
Oracle की CEO.
And you get really high profile people to
Yeah.
speak here. CEO of top companies like Oracle, BMW come here and they talk about latest topics or challenges that they are facing, and it's very important for you as a student to listen to them, because then you can decide about your career, what subjects you can choose.
And also the best part about the speaker series is after the speaker series there is a networking event. So you
Awesome.
can have one-on-one discussions with billionaires and CEOs of top companies.
Isn't that great? Right in front of the TUM Speaker Series building, you have Department for Embedded Systems, IoT, Design Automation, Entwurf, Automatisierung, Sicherheit, IT Security, Communication Networks, Media Technology, and Data for Avato, Data Processing. Let's go in. अगर आप जर्मनी में या किसी भी कंट्री में पढ़ाई करना चाहते हैं, आपको पता नहीं है कि प्रोसेस कैसे चलता है, कौन से डॉक्यूमेंट्स लगते हैं, कब स्टार्ट करना है, कब वीज़ा लगता है, वीज़ा का प्रोसेस क्या है, तो इस सब के लिए मैंने एक एक्सपर्ट काउंसलर्स की टीम सेटअप की है जो आपको एंड टू एंड गाइडेंस देगी, यूनिवर्सिटी सिलेक्ट करने से डॉक्यूमेंट बनाने से लेकर वीज़ा प्रोसेस तक. और आप इजीली एनरोल कर सकते हैं. जस्ट फॉर्म भरिए, लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में है. मेरी टीम आपको डायरेक्टली कॉल करेगी या फिर ईमेल करेगी, एंड आपका पूरा प्रोफाइल इवैल्यूएशन फ्री में होगा. आई एम रियली एक्साइटेड टू ब्रिंग दिस सर्विस टू यू एंड आई होप कि आपको इसका बहुत ज़्यादा फायदा होगा. सो लेट्स बिगिन विद द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. रसलीन, व्हेन डिड यू स्टार्ट अप्लाइंग फॉर TUM? हाउ डज द प्रोसेस लुक लाइक एंड आर देयर एनी कॉस्ट इन्वॉल्वड?
So TUM में हर कोर्स की टाइमलाइन अलग अलग होती है. मेरे कोर्स की टाइमलाइन थोड़ी सी डिलेड थी. It started from 1st of April and it was till 31st of May. So I applied around first week of May because I had to submit a 2000 word research proposal as well and then go through an interview round as well. So हर कोर्स के I would say requirements भी अलग अलग होते हैं. मेरा कोर्स थोड़ा research oriented ज़्यादा है because I'm more into the policy side as well. So I had to submit that and no cost was involved. I just had to do my APS for which I had to pay 18,000. But apart from that, no cost was no other cost.
GRE?
No
No
IELTS.
IELTS,
Yeah,
no.
because I submitted medium of instruction certificate. And it's valid till like after passing out, it's valid for 2 more years, right? So
Okay.
yeah.
Then that's great. So you said there was an interview involved. What was
Yeah.
asked in this interview?
Yeah. So they asked me about my research proposal, the methodology which I used in that research proposal, and how I see myself in the next 5 years in my field, and how TUM will sort of help me achieve those goals.
Wow, that
Yeah.
sounds really interesting. That you should have really long-term vision before
Yeah.
coming here,
Yeah.
and you should have some thoughts about that you might change the world or do something
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
than just studying and getting a job.
Yeah.
Because TUs in Germany are generally research oriented, so you should have that kind of outlook of innovative thinking rather than just studying and getting into a
Yeah,
job.
yeah.
So, was there any previous experience before applying for Germany?
Yes, I did few research internships, and after my bachelor's, I also worked in a think tank for 1 year. It was with Karnataka government. I was part of one of the healthcare policies, so I did have research experience.
Awesome. Think tank mein, what do you do?
So I had to analyze data. I had to write some policy briefs. Do more research about our research project, which was around tobacco control policies in Karnataka and different states of India.
Nice. What is your course now? And was it related to your research proposal? And what kind of subjects do you study in this course?
Yeah. So my course is MSc in Politics and Technology, and I'm specializing in sustainability. TUM offers different specialization offers. So मेरे course में 4 specialization offer हुए हैं. I want to get into sustainability, and yes, my research proposal was around energy, but also I've taken few technical courses which will eventually make me get into corporate sustainability.
Awesome. So there's no rigid structure
No,
about this study.
no,
You can
yeah.
choose as per your liking.
Yes, I can take any courses from any department, and that's the flexibility which I think most of the German universities give you.
That's lovely. That brings me to the question, what is different between the study pattern in India and Germany?
Yeah, I would say mainly it's research oriented over here, whereas back in my bachelor's, we did not write any thesis, we did not have to submit any research proposal or any of that sort. So over here, they take research very seriously. They take plagiarism very seriously. So it's very important for you to understand how research is done, and also they focus on testing your understanding. So abhi exam time chal raha hai mera. I'm almost about to complete my first semester, and in almost all my papers, even in which I did not have to give a written exam, I had to make presentation. There was cross questioning. People were also evaluating my presentation. So they truly test your understanding, which I feel is not sort of I don't know, which is not sort of there in most of the Indian institutes.
Exactly. And even the plagiarism that is super, super
Yeah,
serious here.
yeah,
If you're caught with plagiarism, then आप expel हो सकते हो कोर्स में से और पूरे ही मास्टर्स में से expel हो सकते हो. So
yeah,
be really, really sure about
yeah,
this plagiarism issue.
yeah.
So let's come to the next question. How's the exam pattern here?
So I have 3 written exams here, and baki meri presentation, and I have to submit like a research paper.
Out
So
of how many
again,
subjects?
I've taken 5 subjects.
Okay.
So yeah, it really depends on your course and what is sort of the evaluation criteria. Kabhi kabhi it will be 50% of the assignments you submit, and 50% of the evaluation will be through your written exam.
Yeah, so here it depends majorly on the professor and the department
Yeah.
कि how they want to test you.
Yeah.
Open book exam लेना है या MCQ exam या just a seminar or
True.
just a research paper.
Yeah.
It's totally different
Totally
from
different.
India.
Yeah.
Not necessary कि हर subject का आप written exam और lab ले लो,
Yeah,
ऐसा नहीं
yeah.
होगा. How's TUM का experience? What did you find good? What was better in India?
Yeah. I honestly love TUM because again I think it's there all across all German universities. It's very flexible. You can take whatever courses you want to study, whatever subjects really interest you from different departments. मेरा department social science का है, but मैं engineering के courses ले सकती हूँ, मैं management के courses ले सकती हूँ. So very flexible. And you have a lot of choice, but again too much of choice sometimes can also be overwhelming. So initially Indian student का वो mindset नहीं होता है because हमें सब कुछ दिया जाता है पहले से. Whereas यहाँ पे you have to take every decision by yourself कि आगे जाके कुछ भी consequences उसके हो सकते हैं. It can turn out to be good, it can turn out to be bad as well. So you are accountable for your own decisions.
Yes, that's one major and really good point.
Yeah.
Because people who come to one-to-one consultant with me, they come with a mindset ki I've done bachelor in management, now tell me what should I do ahead. How should I go ahead? So it's not me who can tell you how should I go ahead. It depends on your choices, how much effort you want to put, which domain you like, technical field work, management, या फिर I don't know, some international domains. It's totally your outlook and your
Yeah,
life, how
yeah.
you want to do. We in India, we are so much कि कैसे तो करके job मिल जाए. We don't think about कि हमें अपनी life में क्या चाहिए. And when you come here, that's very important. Individualism and how you want to navigate through your life.
Yeah.
So that's why you have to choose your subjects.
Yeah.
Even the professors, I don't think they will be telling you कि do this, do that.
No.
You have to be really, really, really self-independent
Yeah.
in घर के काम as well as studies
Yeah.
here. So, as a student in Germany, are there part-time opportunities easily available given that अभी economic slowdown चल रहा है? And how to apply for this?
Yeah. So I think every university has heavy positions. you can apply for those, under your professor. There are so many research projects, ongoing research projects going on in different universities. So definitely apply for that. Cold mail your professors, attend classes, show them their interest, that you're really interested in this particular field, this particular sector. And, if your interest sort of aligns with their research project, they will mostly take you. That is one way to get started. Secondly, yes, optimize your LinkedIn profile. I keep reaching out to so many folks in my industry.
Wow.
You keep cold mailing, and I think it's very important. Networking can really take you to, and can help you get referrals as well. That is how I landed my first internship as well.
Awesome. Again, self initiative in
Yeah,
this part also. Nothing comes on
yeah,
a silver platter to you.
yeah.
Like living abroad is all about self initiative and how independent you yourself are. How much can a student earn in these part time jobs?
Yeah. So really depends. I think in Hivi positions, professor will pay you around 14 to 15 euros. And with Hivi, you can also do a part-time job as well. So Hivi is not counted in your
Hours.
hours. Yeah. And again, it really depends on your sector. Some of my friends who are into tech, they're also getting like 20 euros per hour or 22
Awesome.
euros per hour. But again, depends on your sector and what kind of field you are into, and also depends on your company.
Exactly. सबको 22 यूरो नहीं
Yeah,
मिल रहे यहाँ
yeah,
पे.
yeah,
So it totally
yeah,
depends on which company you
yeah,
work for. Startup में
yeah,
sometimes you get more, or very big companies there you
yeah.
get much more.
But I think the average would be 15 to 16 euros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
18 I would
18.
say is
Yeah,
a
yeah,
good number.
yeah,
So the limit of part-time job is generally 20 hours per week. So you cannot work more than that.
yeah.
And how are your lectures? So can you manage part-time job with your lectures कि पूरा दिन बैठना पड़ता है and there's no time?
So most of the working student positions are pretty flexible. If there is an important lecture, if there is an important assignment, you just have to tell your team lead or your manager well in advance, and they're pretty flexible with the timings and everything. And yes, students can easily manage. You can probably go to office on specific days where your workload is less, and when you have to go to the office. So again, really depends on your company and really depends on what kind of a manager you get.
Yeah, and also your course,
Yeah,
because not every subject you have to attend classes
true,
every day.
true.
So it can be that, for example, for tech, for Python programming subject, you're going just 2 days in a week to
Yeah,
university.
yeah.
So rest all days you have free, depending on how's the load in other subjects, and that's how you manage time. So India जैसे नहीं है, like no 8 to 5 sitting in college, no
Yeah,
compulsory attendance,
yeah.
depends on you.
Yeah, and also most of the lectures are recorded online as well for tech, because even I've taken a Python course.
Awesome.
So you just have to log into the Moodle, and you can take the courses whenever you want.
Great, great. How much can you save in these part-time jobs? Considering 15 to 18,
Yeah,
I think 1100 is a good amount that you earn,
yeah.
but what's the saving?
Again, really depends on which kind of a city you're staying and also your lifestyle. I would say if you have a dorm and if you have a part-time job in Munich, you can still save, I would say, 200 to 300 euros.
Mhm.
But if you don't have a dorm and if you're paying around 500, 600 euros in rent, and then if you're working, then you also want to have some leisure activities as well. You want to go out, have fun with your friends. Then I would say the saving proportion would be slightly less, maybe 100 euros per month. In Munich, it's slightly more difficult than in any other small cities.
Yeah, because Munich is the most
Yeah,
expensive city in Germany.
yeah,
So rent plays the major role in deciding how much you can save.
yeah.
And I've also made a detailed video about cost of living as a student in Germany, also with Rasleen, especially for Munich City. So go and check that out too. Last part of this video is, are you liking it in Germany? Was it a good decision to move to Germany as a non-tech student? What's your take on it?
100% yes. I really wanted to live independently. I also wanted to experience and get global exposure. I made a lot of friends from different countries, understanding their culture, learning a new language, being all by myself. I think study abroad journey is not just about education, not just about, you getting into one of the best universities, but also about your personal growth as an individual. And I think if anybody has resources, can get a scholarship, one should definitely go abroad, live for a few years, and understand different cultures.
Did you also get a scholarship?
No, so I because there is no tuition fees here, I did not I did not have to apply for any scholarship. However, there is Deutschland stipendium for which you get 300 euros, but I missed the deadline for it. But I'm going to apply it next semester.
Okay. So does this scholarship have to be applied after getting admit, before admit, or even after coming here?
No, so you need to have an admit and then sort of apply for the scholarship, but it's definitely before coming here because the deadline is pretty, I think, around September.
Okay. And if I miss the deadline of before coming here, so can I apply for the second semester?
Yes, you can, but you need to have good grades.
Grades are really
Yeah.
important.
There are a few other scholarships as well, I think around 100 to 1200 euros. The political foundations here. You need to know German for that.
Yeah, and with such kind of scholarships also sometimes there is a clause कि if you get this scholarship, fully funded one, then you cannot work. So when I came here, I chose my priority. I don't want scholarship, I want work experience because I
Yeah.
want a job. That was my
Yeah.
focus.
Yeah.
And that's how I took my decisions.
Yeah.
That's why your life is in your hand and choose accordingly. कि most Indians who approach me for study counseling, they're like scholarship चाहिए, but see what is good for you.
Yeah.
Do you need that? मतलब कितना डिफिकल्ट है अगर स्कॉलरशिप नहीं मिलेगी एंड तुम्हारे करियर पे क्या इफेक्ट होगा इफ यू डोंट डू अ जॉब एंड स्टे इन जॉब द इनिशियल थिंग सो लोन लेके आ जाओ बट वंस यू रीच
Yeah.
हियर यू कैन स्टार्ट एनी जॉब
Yeah.
so even if it is for 1 or 2 months do an odd job
Yeah.
earn the money
Earn the money.
and then switch to a company job
Yeah.
but you can start working immediately that's the beauty of it and you don't have to get 10,000 euros again next time so
Yeah.
this money 10,000 euro gets saved and use the same one to block for next year
Yeah.
so you should have this nick about managing your finances also
Yeah. Yeah.
to live abroad or live alone.
Yeah.
Great. So that's the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it and learned more about Resli's journey in Germany. And follow us for more. We are on Instagram and
Yeah.
YouTube. Follow for more such informative content. See you in my next one. Bye
Bye.
bye.